So you may have seen it in a couple of previous Division 2 videos, but I've been playing a little bit of the Summit. Not too much, but I've jumped in there and I've played a little bit. I've played some solo and I've played some in a group. And when I played in the group, it was on Legendary. I was running my survival build and my survivability build. I've got my shield out, I'm running my Liberty, and I'm just, the whole entire objective is to keep everyone alive, or if they do go down, revive them and get them back in the fight. And what I've played of the Summit, it's actually been a lot of fun. When they first released it, it was all over the place. There was objectives that were bugged and everything like that. The hunters were a nightmare to get to, especially because they kept having downtime and it resets a few floors when you're disconnected or when you leave or whatever. So there was frustration when it first released. And they said they want as much replayability out of the mode as possible, but they never really did much to it. It seems as though when the Division 2 developers release a new game mode for the game, they'll update it for a month or two, they'll fix it to the point where, well, I say that and look at Countdown, but generally they'll fix it to a point where it's just playable, but then they'll leave it after that. So say the Summit comes out 2 months later, they don't do anything else to the mode. They move on to the next one. And in 2023, we have Descent coming, a brand new roguelike game mode. You're going to have to start from scratch and build your gear up through looting talents and stuff. You can be more powerful than you can in the base game, and it looks really good, but there's concerns about that mode because it could release broken, it could be delayed again, or when it comes out, it could have the same fate as Summit and Countdown and just not receive any more updates. But that's what brought me to this video. They really should not have abandoned the Summit. Where they've left it, you can activate directives, you can choose your difficulty, there's 100 floors to go through, you've got the hunters on the top floor. It would have been really, really good because everyone has said that it's basically a twist on the Underground from Division 1. What they should have done, in my opinion, is they should have added random hunter spawns in. That should have been their main focus for this mode. The amount of replayability hunters would have added if they were random spawns and not just floor 100 is through the roof. I know for a fact the hunters in the Division franchise are so popular among the players. And I think without the hunters on floor 100, the Summit at launch had nothing going for it. They kept it a surprise, players had to find out for themselves. I think it might have been leaked early on, or it might have been speculated or something like that. But then when people figured it out and they started dealing with the hunters, that's where everyone wanted to be, floor 100. But they stuck them at the top. You have to work your way up to the top to gain access to the fight with them. And I think it's just, it wasn't the way to go with the mode. They could have added in extra objectives, different ones that were in the rotation when you're going floor to floor. They could have added new secret areas and things like that. They could have added in the random spawning hunters. There's so much they could have done to the mode. I really feel they should not have abandoned it, but then that's the case for most modes, if not all of them in the game. There's simple little things these developers could do to basically encourage people to play more and for people to have more fun on the game. Legendary missions would get people playing the story missions again. Adding random spawning hunters into the Summit would get people playing in the Summit again. I mean, reverting the floor 10 XP farm, that would get people back in there for a definite. I mean, it might not be how they intended the mode to be, but still, this game's coming up 4 years old. They've got to let the players have fun at some point. They need to stop, gatekeeping power in this game. The red bar NPCs from update to update go from being dumb to being stupidly powerful. So why can't players go to being powerful? They're doing it with Descent. We're going to be allowed to have stronger builds and stuff based on what we're looting in that mode. So they'll let us be powerful within that mode, but when it comes to PvE, they won't do it for some reason, like PvE of the base game and the other modes outside of Descent. But I thought I'd get this video out because I have been enjoying the Summit recently. It would have been nice if they could have done more to it. I mean, it's not too late. They could at some point do more to the Summit, but I highly doubt they're going to because they're focusing on so much different stuff. But that's going to do it for this one. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments about the Summit. What could they do in your opinion to make it more fun and make players want to go in there? And to check out this video if you want to see other content on the channel. I will see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.